Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business News Afternoon Report for Monday, the 22nd of January 2024. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, the S&P ASX 200 closed up 0.8% today to 7,477 points, with the big banks leading the way. Consumer stocks also did pretty well, while materials and utilities were the underperformers. ANZ was the best of the big 4 financials, rising 1.4%, while Commonwealth Bank, National Australia Bank and Westpac were all up around 1%. Wesfarmers was another strong performer, up 1.8%. Goodman jumped 1.7%. But Aristocrat Leisure was, again, the best of the large caps, rising 2.6%. It's now up 32% over the past year. Worst of the large caps was Rio Tinto, falling slightly. There's also a bunch of miners doing not so well. More of that in the next story. Story number 2, it's all about those miners. There was a stack of corporate news around today. Lenders to Liontown Resources withdrew a $760 million loan offer on the back of tumbling lithium prices. That sent its share price down 21% today. Lithium stocks have been hammered, with Mineral Resources falling 9%, Arcadium Lithium off more than 7%, and Sayona Mining down 6%. Chalice Mining, the gold group, dropped 5% on plans to slash costs by 40% this year because of weak market conditions. The company said the reduction will include executive salaries. Zip shares jumped 15% after the buy now, pay later provider said it will return to semi-annual profitability for the first time since the first half of 2021. Perseus Mining will make an off-market cash takeover for Ore Corp at 55 cents per share, valuing the company at about $258 million. Perseus' share price closed up 2% today, and Ore Corp's shares were up 4%. Burns treatment specialist PolyNovo gained 10% after unaudited record sales sent the company back to profit in the first half of this fiscal year. And small cap oil and gas producer Cooper Energy shares plunged 21% after it said decommissioning costs had blown out. Story number 3. Troubled data services company Appen has lost a key contract with Google, which had delivered the ASX-listed company $126 million in revenue last year. As a result, Appen's share price tumbled 38% today. Appen's revenue has been heavily concentrated among a handful of big tech customers, including Google and Meta, owner of Facebook, and it has struggled to find its footing since those customers began winding back how much they spend on Appen's services. Appen, which cleans large data sets and on-sells that to large companies experimenting with artificial intelligence, has been hit by the rapid rise of AI chatbot ChatGPT. That chatbot has allowed tech companies to automate their own data collection and management, and that's really hurt Appen. Appen's share price was about $35 in the middle of 2020. Today, it closed at 28 cents. Story number 4, major port operator DP World wants the Albanese government to introduce earlier arbitration rights for stevedores to prevent economic damage, such as the estimated $1.3 billion cost of ongoing industrial action by the Wharfies Union. The head of corporate affairs at DP, Blake Tierney, told a Senate hearing today that the government proposed intractable bargaining laws in its closing loopholes bill were inconsistent with the give and take process of bargaining and does not recognise the need for employers to change terms and conditions that are no longer applicable or out of touch with current operational needs. That's according to a story in the Financial Review. And finally, story number 5, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has ended his Republican presidential campaign on the eve of the New Hampshire primary and endorsed Donald Trump. It ends a White House bid that never really got going or met expectations. He was supposed to emerge as a serious challenger to the former president. Mr. DeSantis said it's clear that a majority of Republican primary voters want to give Donald Trump another chance, hence he's withdrawn. That's it for the afternoon report for Monday, the 22nd of January, 2024. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Instagram, X and Facebook. Join Michael Thompson and I tomorrow morning for the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed, the top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.